As the industry blooms, women are jumping in on the ground level. There are more female executives than most other industries, but now that number is falling. KGW investigative reporter Morgan Romero joins us bright and early this morning.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And you have an investigation into how these women are kind of trying to get into this.
Right.
And it's sad that, we're already hitting a ceiling.
Right. Well, initially when the industry started out, there wasn't necessarily this, they call it the grassy ceiling or the glass ceiling. But a lot of cannabis businesses, particularly here in Oregon, I will say, are making a concerted effort to focus on women as employees and consumers. But as you mentioned, that number is falling. And as we discovered at the root of it is really traditional business structures and funding. But silver lining, one Portland-based program is ensuring women lock down the dollars they need. Take a look.
Here at Leaf Goods.
Carrie Solomon co-founded topical and edible company Leaf Goods.
Our Leaf Goods chocolate bars. We are preparing to pitch to investors.
Barberry Herbal Blends, spearheaded by two college girlfriends, is expanding this year.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
As is Homegrown Dispensary, owned by Jill and Alicia Smith.
So yes, I'm super excited.
These are some of the women who make up the evolving face of cannabis.
It's amazing that women have an actual opportunity to get in on a ground level and be owners.
Despite that opportunity and intention, gender parity is not the reality. When marijuana first became legal medically in a few states, equity was in reach. A Marijuana Business Daily survey found in 2015 about 36% of executives in cannabis were women. But that dropped down to 27% in 2017, a makeup slightly higher than the national average of 23%.
What happens to women is what happens to women in every space, is that we get pushed out.
A few factors are at play. With rising social acceptance of weed and hemp comes mainstream money.
What we're really seeing is that those companies are growing without female leadership.
New businesses and markets are rushing to dominate a saturated field. Since it's not legal federally, most cannabis business owners cannot get traditional bank loans. So they're racing to lock in venture capital dollars, controlled predominantly by men. Data from research firm PitchBook shows female founders across the board only got 2% of VC dollars in 2017.
You see how women are struggling to get funded.
Amy Margulis is working to fix that. She kickstarted the Initiative, an accelerator program.
We take female-founded companies that are already in existence. We bring them on for 12 weeks. We help support them, and then we help them find funding at the end of the program.
We'll be punching and swinging and fighting that whole way.
So Meryl, who you just heard from, she's the CEO of Barberry Herbal Blends. And so her and her partner Valerie, I mentioned earlier, they were college buddies and they started this. And I will say those girls, they're so young and they're so inspiring. But while they haven't experienced maybe some intrinsic sexism themselves, the fact is they do have to join this program specifically targeted for women to teach women how to lock down those venture capital dollars.
And how sad is that we actually need a helping hand to get into this business. We were talking about this yesterday, and it's just like kind of any industry, there's a lot of money to be made in all the, you think of dispensaries and, actual flower product, but there's testing, there's, food prep, there's all kinds of stuff that go into this. And you were saying CEOs from, you think of like the Coca-Colas and all that stuff. Those are guys.
Yes.
They're getting in to make some money. And what? They hire other guys.
So really what it is you got your inner circle. And if you're coming from corporate America where you've got these kind of, traditional business structures, these patriarchal structures, your inner circle is men. And so when you jump and you leap into the cannabis industry,
you're going to hire who you know and back who you know.
And load up your investment deck, and it's typically going to be men.